The government of the Virgin Islands is preparing to launch its electronic government services, and Premier Dr. Deolanda Smith says this new feature will help to improve efficiency across the public service.
I think the work has been going on, steadily going on. There's been considerable improvement in delivery of services by all ministries and departments of government. One of the things which, the significant thing which will occur later this month, I think, will be the introduction of e-government systems, which will be able to enable us to have the work of government dealt with more on an online way. For example, persons can then access forms, application forms through e-government instead of having to come to wait online here in offices. For example, work permit renewals, things like that can be accessed online, and will reduce considerably the waiting time for businesses, which will improve the efficiency. And this is one of the ways one of the significant ways we're looking to improve the efficiency of government here.
In September 2014, then Complaints Commissioner Elton Georges cited a lack of transparency and trust in the government structure by members of the public over successive administrations. And Chair of the e-Government Steering Committee, Marlon Penn, while speaking about the e-Government website on JTV Spotlight, explained that online access to government services will help improve levels of transparency and service standards.
One of the key things that the system will bring to the service is transparency. So we would know when an application is filed, who has it in the process, all those, all that, the entire process will be monitored and tracked through the application. Another aspect of it is service standards. One of the things that we have to do as a service is put in place service standards. So for instance, if it should take 24 hours to process application, we have to ensure that the system goes through that cycle. So persons who are responding, the system is only as good as the end users at the end of the day. So but there's audit trails and there's accountability measures to ensure that persons who are supposed to be processing these transactions process them within the required timeline. So the supervisor will get a notice that we have these 10 applications overdue, past due. They've passed the 48-hour deadline or the service standard. We need action. So those type of triggers and response will be built into the system so that we can have transparency and oversight over the process. So instead of our application being on a person's desk for 2 weeks and nobody knows where it is, it's captured within the system, it's captured within the process.
You're being notified on a regular basis.
In addition to improved transparency and service standards, Craig Creaky pointed out that the upgraded government website would also list all available job listings in the BVI.
We are implementing a job feature. Presently on the current website, we advertise the jobs that are within government. Most people, they want to work in government or they may not want to work in government, but we want to make sure that we can post those job postings there, not only just the HR, human resources jobs, but the labor jobs. We want to be able to showcase all of the different jobs that the territory provides.
BVI.gov.vg is designed to give users access to services, news, and information from one central location and conduct transactions and payments for services online. It is also expected to be the central point of access to the services that governments, ministries, departments, and units provide to the public.